Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 video. So last time we got to Sanctuary, we explored the area a little bit, I read some terminal entries of a pre-war drug dealer, and now we're going to go and start our first quest finally, which is Rumor of a Vault. This quest is from the mod Start You Up, which I use to make us a new type of character, a trader, rather than the Vault Dweller from the actual game. So I believe the point of the story is that you heard about someone kidnapping a baby from the vault, and now you're going to go and explore it, figure out what happened, and I don't know, maybe rescue the baby. I guess we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't crash when I go to Vault 111. For whatever reason, usually whenever I mod my game, my Vault 111 always crashes when I go near it. So let's just hope it doesn't happen. But if it does, yeah, I guess we'll just skip this quest then, huh? While we're up here, let's do some exploring. I did have a mod that added a whatchamacallit, a scavenger that would like live in this little hut and walk around and scavenge things and build the hut up over time, and it was really cool. But I don't know, I think it was on my Xbox actually, and that's why I don't have it anymore. But it was cool. Ooh, a pre-war toaster, sweet. I don't want it. Some more empty bottles for water, Radex, stem packamajigs. Alright, and then... What the heck was that noise? Oh, it's the alarm. Alright, here we go. We're going to enter Vault 111 for the first time. Wink, wink. And I guess we're going to see what happens. Bye, dog meat. I won't miss you. Whoa, it actually didn't... It didn't freeze yet. It's interesting and pretty cool. So here we are in Vault 111 for the wink wink first time. The vault door is closed. That's cool. This really is like a vault that, you know, us as a character's never been to before. Also, sorry if you can hear that loud car in the background. Oh, I just noticed that there's no, like... Maybe that's why no one's ever been inside the vault. You know how all the vaults that you can go to that aren't open have that computer terminal on the outside so that someone can get in? This one doesn't have that. I literally never noticed that until now. Huh, it's on the inside. That's really interesting. Oh, we have our first victim, a rad roach. And our second victim, another rad roach. Oh my god, look. I have my Pip-Boy, but the pip pad that I have, like it's a mod, is right there. Let's not go near that, because I don't want my game to break. Let's see, 10mm rounds. There is a vault suit. Cool. Alright. This door opens. That's cool. I don't think that it did before, like in the actual game. Interesting, interesting. No one alive in there? No. Anyone alive in here? No. Am I in here? No. Oh, creepy. Anyone in here? Oh look, there's there's my wife.
God. Why would Voltaire do this?
Why would they do this to some random woman that I don't know? Oh god, why am I going this way? This is not how I imagined this going. Ew, look at the bug. God, I hate bugs so much. Bugs are so freaking gross. Whew. I wouldn't necessarily say that I have a fear of bugs, but I really don't like bugs. Maybe I do have a fear of bugs, I don't know. Is this what? Is this the computer that? No, it's not. Let's see. Vault 111 security instructions. Confidential, confidential, confidential. Security eyes only. Violation VTP, blah, blah, blah. Vault 111 is designed to test the long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Security staff are responsible for maintaining installation integrity and monitoring science staff activity. Under no circumstances are staff allowed to deviate from assigned duties. Insubordination or interference with vault operations are capital offenses. Security staff are authorized to use lethal force. Damn. Operations protocol. Residential admittance. Upon activation notice from Vault Tech, all personnel are required to report to the entry area and assist with admittance of Vault residents. Security personnel will maintain order and ensure that no personnel or residents attempt to evacuate the vault. Research staff will be responsible for resident intake and escort, each to the designated cryogenic pod. Residents not accounted for in the manifest should be asked to step aside and detained forcefully by security if necessary. Oh my god. Once all residents have been sealed into their preservation chambers, dispose of any detainees. Vault entryway must remain sealed under any circumstances. Wow. So that means that anyone who got into the vault that shouldn't have, they had to kill. It's really disturbing to think about. For two reasons. Number one, they kill people, obviously. Number two, what do they do with the bodies? I mean, it just said that the vault door has to remain closed. So, what do they do with the bodies? And all of that, what's it called? The gases that emit whenever something dies will be trapped down here in the vault with them. I don't know about that, Vault Tech. I don't know about that. This is the all clear message. Following a nuclear event, Vault Tech will monitor hazards such as radiation levels, enemy invasion, subsequent attacks, and other factors. Once conditions are deemed safe, this terminal will receive an all clear notice. Upon receiving the all clear notice, Vault Tech personnel may be evacuated at overseer discretion. Disregard any notices from organizations or individuals not associated with Vault Tech, including government and military. Residents are not to be disrupted or evacuated. Vault Tech will attend to their needs remotely once Vault 111 staff has been evacuated. Huh. Mandatory shelter protocol. Vault 111 is classified as a short-term assignment. Non-resident personnel are expected to carry out research duties and basic maintenance of the vault while awaiting the all-clear signal to evacuate. In the absence of an all-clear message from Vault Tech, the overseer may elect to evacuate staff after a mandatory shelter period of 180 days of containment. Under no circumstance may Vault 111 staff evacuate during this shelter period unless receiving the all-clear message from Vault Tech. Well, that's kind of interesting, because I don't remember that being part of most vaults, that the overseer can choose to open the vault after 180 days if there's not been an all-clear message. I was pretty sure that unless the point of the vault was to do with the outside, that all the vaults had to remain closed until they got an all-clear, like, period. So that's pretty interesting. Oops. Alright. What's next? Staff duties. Did I just read this? Security logs. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at using the mouse and keyboard. Oh my god. Why? Alright. Security logs. Oh Jesus, there's a lot of them. Do these go in order? They do. October 23rd, 2077. God, it finally happened. The world's over. Barely got all the reds inside. Not everyone made it. Now it's just us and the icebergs. I don't get it. Eggheads tried to explain to me that keeping them frozen is a big experiment for a better future or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right that we were smiling at them all that time before putting them on ice. Shouldn't we have told them something? December 25th. Christmas Underground. Got together with the rest of the security boys and support staff and had a little party. Best gift that got handed out was a fancy lad snack cake that wasn't too stale. None of the other scientists came. Overseer wasn't there either. I just don't get it. They hiding something from us? Another company's secret only for the higher-ups? Whatever. Just a few more months until the all-clear is supposed to come through. Then we can start rebuilding. Well, we all know what happens. March 14th. Only a few weeks left in our mandatory shelter period. Everyone's getting stir-crazy. Some people are even saying the all-clear signal is never coming. We can't stay here much longer, that's for sure. It's not just the fact that I've been staring at the same break room bunk bed for over 6 months. It's the fact that we only have enough food left for another few months, tops. The overseer keeps telling everyone to be patient, focus on work. He's definitely keeping us out of the loop. Something bad is going on, I just know it. Well, whoever you are, you do know it. The main door accessing the vault exit is malfunctioning. Now the only way out is through the overseer's evacuation tunnel. How convenient for him. He has one of the science team watching the door into his office at all times from a little makeshift checkpoint. Got invited to a meeting tonight. Support staffers and security only. Sounds like I'm not the only one with an axe to grind. Last entry. No all clear from Vault-Tec is coming. We need to leave. We're all but out of food. I almost murdered Stanley for dropping a damn salt cracker on the floor. Stanley. I think Stanley was one of the people in the vault that you knew in Vault 111, or Vault 101 from Fallout 3. Interesting. A handful of us confronted the Overseer about opening up the vault. I never knew a man that small could shout that loud. Now he's locked himself in his office along with the rest of the science staff. We're supposed to hand over any food, weapons, and medicine we have by tonight, or there's going to be consequences. I've talked to everyone. It's time. One way or another, we're getting out of this vault. I was about to say, obviously, they never did. But they did because somehow Kellogg and the person at the institute got inside. And the only way that could have happened is if the vault was opened and left open because they couldn't get in from the outside because there was no terminal. Interesting. God, like I said, I've played this game quite a bit, and this is Vault 101, the first place you come to, and I'm realizing things that I never realized before. That's pretty cool. Okay, so back to our story. I'm going to start fighting roaches soon. I hate roaches. I hate bugs. If you've ever worked in food service, it's very, very, very likely that you have come across roaches. They're friggin' nasty. So gross. Ugh. Just like I would never eat their meat if they were, a foot big and it was the apocalypse. I still wouldn't do it. I honestly would probably just die. Okay. Recreation Terminal. This is the one that has the game, what is it, Red Menace, I think? I guess I'm going to read this. Remember, use the recreational terminal is a privilege. If work performance declines, this privilege may be revoked and ordered responsibly. Top 10. Rick, Tim, Tim, Say, Squaw, Tichol, Chidit, and Kihu. Interesting. Play tape. Ooh, okay, let's go ahead and play a little game of Red Menace real quick. Let's see if I can do it using my keyboard and mouse. Or just keyboard, I guess. I'm ready, let's go. Okay, let's see if I can beat the first level. I don't know if I can, to be honest. Look at this. What the heck, I can't jump or anything with this? Oh, what's the point of that? Whoa. Oh, alright, well, I lost. Who didn't see that one coming, honestly? Whatever, I got it though, so I can play it again later and maybe practice or something, I don't know. Nothing of interest, nothing of interest, no stim packs or anything. Cool. Dog meat. Get out of my way. We got some more roachies to kill. Shout out to the Final Pam and Roachie for that one. Ooh. Dead people. Oh dear. I just panic, I guess. There's a dead guy. Vault Dweller. Pod C6 audio log. Wedding ring. Oh! Oh, this really is like an alternate story. So this is supposed to be the Vault Dweller that came out of that pod, and then he got here and died. Oh, that's crazy. All right, let's listen to this audio log then. How do you listen to the audio log? It's in miscellaneous, I think. Oh, okay, so this is definitely just a recording of what happens whenever the baby gets kidnapped. Sean gets kidnapped during the actual game when Kellogg and... Huh. That was interesting, hearing it that way. Yeah. I don't know. That was interesting. So, basically, now we're taking over the role of who the Vault Dweller or Soul Survivor, I guess, would have been. And now we're going to go try and find this baby that was kidnapped. I'm guessing.
Terminal somewhere.
I'm guessing so that we can get justice, I guess, for this unknown baby. Still a little bizarre, but I get why they did it. So this is the Overseer instructions for Vault 111. Vault 111 is designed to test... Oh, we already read this. See how much I'm paying attention. The Cryolator. I've long dreamed of making cryogenic freezing available in a portable, on-demand form. Why? No idea. No reason. The Cryolator is my latest attempt, and probably last. Thankfully, we're in no short supply of the chemicals and components I need to tinker with the prototype. It's a nice way to occupy the time as we wait for the all-clear signal. Operations protocol. I read this already. Overseer's log. Preparations. The final staff orientation is complete. All but a few of the residents down in Sanctuary Hills have been enrolled, and several conquered as well. Vault Tech supervisors came up this week to do a technical review with me. This vault is ready to open. I can only imagine what wonders our residents will get to witness. The notion of leaping forward in time, I almost wish I could join them and see the promise of our future realized. October 23rd. It's happened. We were lucky that most of the staff was nearby when the early warning came through. We had less notice than expected, but only Nordhagen was missing when we sealed the entrance. Huh. Nordhagen, that's pretty far from here. And there's closer places than Nordhagen, unless Nordhagen's a person. Resident admittance went smoothly. Everyone made it, even the family that waited until the last minute. I was worried there would be more suspicion, but things have happened so fast for these people, they must have been too overwhelmed to question the cryogenic pods. Systems malfunction. Strange issue today with pod C3. Subject appeared to be having heart palpitations. Nothing life-threatening, but unusual. We realized almost too late that the pod was malfunctioning. The cryogenic array almost started thawing her out. We're not sure, but I suspect a hiccup in Vault Tech's remote override systems may have sent an errant signal. We'll have to keep an eye out. I only hope their systems are reliable once we evacuate the staff. Sorry, I got a text from work. That didn't happen because, you know, they all mutinied and everybody died. There's been no all-clear signal yet, even though we're nearing the end of the 180-day mandatory shelter period. Supplies were never intended to last much more than that, and despite my best efforts, people are beginning to question what we're doing down here. If people think we can just leave when the 180 days are up, they're insane. The radioactive exposure would still be potent enough to fry everyone if the vault seals are breached that early. The whole point of the all-clear was to receive additional instructions from the main office. I don't know what to do. I can't open the vault. I can't expect our supplies to last forever. I just have to keep everything under control until the all-clear. So that means that the Overseer didn't know either, and the fact that they were still holding out for an all-clear interests me. A faction led by the security personnel have turned on me, demanding they be allowed to leave the vault. Idiots, I will not open the door to be irradiated to death out there. I'm consolidating the remaining supplies, putting the staff on lockdown. We're going to have to start prioritizing who deserves what little food we have left. I've been too damn generous with the rations. People don't like it, well, it's fewer mouths to feed. Well, we all know what happens because they're dead. The personnel evacuation tunnel is now open. Remind all staff to be orderly and follow shutdown protocols for exiting and resealing Vault 111. Please maintain all staff records and research. Report to your local Vault Tech superiors for debriefing and further instruction. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this dude is the Overseer, because he was right here. So interesting. Get my gun out, because I know there's giant-ass roaches, which are disgusting and going to attack me, so... Whoops. Okay, thank you, Tommy. My aim is so bad, and I'm still trying to figure out the controls. The default bash key for the keyboard and mouse is actually the Alt key. which I never in my life ever use, so I keep like looking down at the controller or the keyboard to try and use it. I'm just not gonna use it. Okay, so here we are back at the beginning. I guess I'm gonna leave it off here for this episode. So we've come to Vault 111, we've explored, we have figured out the mystery of Vault 111 and what happened here. We know that a baby was taken, and we're going to try and find out what happened to them. Obviously, if you've played Fallout 4, you know what happens, but our character does not, so that's going to be his motive going forward, I guess. Next time we'll go back down to Sanctuary. I'm going to talk to Codsworth and see what happens with that, considering we're not the sole survivor. And then from there, I guess we'll start heading towards Concord to rescue the Minuteman. Maybe. You know what? Maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll go get Codsworth, and then we'll explore to the north of Sanctuary, because that's like in a whole new area. Kind of. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching as usual. I hope you have a good one. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time. See ya!